Have you ever felt like everyone else is ahead while you struggle to find your own way? This ancient story holds the secret to breaking free. In a lush valley, where ancient wisdom still whispers through the trees, there lived a young soul named Amir. Though blessed with many gifts, he carried a heavy burden, a heart that constantly looked outward instead of inward, measuring his worth against the achievements of others. Each morning, as he walked through the bustling marketplace, his mind would weave endless comparisons. No matter where he looked, he saw someone better, smarter, faster, more talented. And with each comparison, his own light dimmed. Day by day, these comparisons cast longer shadows across his spirit. His hands grew hesitant at work, his mind scattered during study, and his dreams began to fade like morning mist. The more he looked at others' gardens, the more barren his own seemed to become. That evening, whispers of a wandering sage spread through the village. They said he could see truths hidden from most. Could he help Amir find what he had lost? With hope flickering in his heart like a candle in the wind, Amir sought out the sage. He found the wise one sitting beneath an ancient oak tree, eyes reflecting the depth of stars yet unborn. "Master," Amir began, his voice trembling with emotion, "I work hard, yet I feel empty. Every time I see someone who seems better than me, my heart grows heavier. How can I ever become like them?" The sage's eyes crinkled with understanding. "Meet me tomorrow at dawn," he said softly, "in the garden where all answers grow." As the first light of dawn painted the sky, Amir found the sage waiting in a vast garden. Morning dew sparkled like scattered diamonds on countless different flowers and plants. "Look carefully," the sage instructed, his voice gentle yet powerful. "What do you see?" Amir's eyes swept across the garden. "I see roses reaching for the sun, Master, and humble daisies dancing in the breeze. There are tall cypress trees standing like sentinels, and small herbs spreading their fragrance close to the earth." "Now tell me," the sage continued, "does the rose stop blooming because it cannot stand tall like the cypress? Does the cypress weep because it cannot offer the sweet fragrance of jasmine? Does the jasmine refuse to flower because its petals are not as red as the rose?" For the first time, Amir saw himself not as lacking, but as part of a greater design. His heart, once burdened with doubt, now bloomed with a new understanding. "No, Master, each grows according to its nature." The sage led him to a small pond, where golden fish swam beneath the surface while birds soared overhead. "And what of these creatures?" he asked. "Does the fish dream of flying, or the bird of swimming in the depths?" "They each have their own realm," Amir replied, understanding beginning to dawn in his eyes. "Yet you," the sage said kindly, "are like a rose trying to become a cypress, a fish longing to fly, a bird wishing to swim. You have forgotten the most precious truth, that within you lies a unique garden waiting to bloom." Taking a handful of earth, the sage continued, "In this soil lies the potential for countless flowers, but each seed can only grow into what it truly is. Your heart is like this soil, rich with possibilities, but you must plant and nurture what is authentically yours." The sage placed the earth in Amir's palm. "Your task is not to become like others, but to discover and cultivate your own garden. Some will bloom early, others late. Some will reach for the sky, others will spread their beauty close to the earth. All are perfect in their own way." This truth settled into Amir's heart like a seed finding fertile soil. Gradually, he learned to turn the energy he had spent on comparison toward cultivating his own unique gifts. He discovered that his hands had their own wisdom, his heart its own song, his mind its own particular brilliance. Years later, Amir became known not for being like others, but for the unique beauty he brought into the world. Those who visited his workshop would often ask how he had discovered such mastery. With eyes twinkling like morning dew, he would reply, "I simply learned to tend my own garden." For you see, comparing yourself to others is like asking the moon to shine like the sun. Each has its own light, its own time to shine. The secret is not to shine like others, but to discover the light that already glows within you. But what about you? Have you spent too much time looking at others' gardens, forgetting to tend your own? Take a moment to reflect. Drop a comment below. What is one unique gift you have that you want to nurture? If this story touched something in you, don't let it fade. Take a moment to honor your own journey. Like, share, and subscribe if you're ready to tend your own garden and let it bloom.